not seeing what the quality is like on these lives. I got a new phone holder for my car. Okay, and then there's some new settings, so I'm checking those out as well. Okay, so I can change the filter. Those are normal. But I don't think I've gone live while driving with this phone. Lately, when I've been driving, a lot of the times I've had someone with me. I think I go live when I went to Illinois. I went live for a little bit. I'm heading to Claremont. I'm going to a friend's house, but I haven't done a video in a while, so I'm like, I'm gonna go live because it's been too long. Like I just got this new holder that's holding my phone up there, and so I wanted to see how steady it would be and how well it would hold my phone. The thing, okay, my phone's at 61%. Hopefully it's clear. I'm about to go through the car wash. The car's kind of dirty. I would be doing a golf cart ride, but it's raining a lot and it's pretty hot too. It's pretty hot to be out in the golf cart. This phone holder thing that I'm using does pretty well. I might put it on the golf cart. We'll have to see. I know there's a lot more vibrations on the golf cart though, so. But the car wash was closed July 4th through the 7th for some maintenance. So I wonder if they got the dryer thing working correctly. I'm not sure. Doesn't look like it's just up there spinning. That was 301 that I was on. I haven't gotten onto the turnpike yet. Put my car in car wash mode. Let's go.
If I take a picture of here,
Go for it.
My son, he's crazy with Tesla. Every time he take pictures. My son, he loves Tesla. Thank you.
Yep. You wanted a photo of the car. Tilted. How do you get? Afraid of car washes. Oh shit. That's crazy. I don't even know how that would happen. It's wild. That's for cars, sir, not people. Where are you going? What you doing? I understand that. I haven't had any issues with this. Now my car is wrapped, so I might be a little bit more cautious if it wasn't. But at the same time, I did bring this same car to this car wash beforehand. Um, and I live in a retirement community, so most of the cars that go through this car wash are like garage kept cars. Um, I would be a little weary of these type car washes if there was a lot of like rusty type things, because the things like to grab that rust and put it onto your car. From what I've heard in the past, I've never actually had that happen to me. But just, there it goes. Yeah, that makes sense. At least it's still getting washed, you know. I always want to play the car wash song around here. Yeah, they got different color lights going. Yeah, like I said, I pay a monthly thing here. I've never had an issue with this one. It's a newer wash as well. It's only a couple years old. Never had an issue here. I understand. I'm not trying to say, hey, you know, car washes. You guys do what you need to do. I get it. I'll be where I'm at until something happens, you know. It's Mr. Clean actually. So this thing up here used to come down, but it used to like come down all the way to the car, but I guess it doesn't anymore. Like a weird way to get out of here. It's nice and clean now. There's no turning in here. Okay. And makes the outside of the car look nice too. Like I could go over to the vacuums and vacuum all this out, but it's not too terrible in here. It's more so junk mail, garbage, because they just got all that. Well, there's two places here. Well, no, they don't do hand wash. Yeah, I know what you mean. There's a couple places that there's like hand wash. But then there's a place here that it's one where you like have to get out of the car and the car goes through, and then they like hand clean the inside, and like it's nice to have all that done, but it's a lot of work. Like it's a lot of wait, what is that? I was watching a realtor video and she went to the Tesla show and was filming it. I saw the. That must have been in May. Or no, late April. Probably late April. That must have been in Brownwood. That's funny. Was I sitting with my uncle outside my car, and there was the mattress all set up in the back of the car. It just, those places where they like clean the inside and out, it takes a long time. Like those are the busiest car washes around here. So yeah, now we're back on 301. Heading south. My doctor's office. Be there Thursday. Doing good, Sharon. Doing alright. I don't know if this is. Yeah, it's US Highway 301, so if it's US, then yeah, probably. That's crazy. If it was, I was looking on the map to see if it was Florida Highway, but it's US Highway, so. I know if you take the other road, 441, which is, you know, runs parallel with 301, it actually takes you all the way up through Chicago and turns into Lakeshore Drive and goes up into Wisconsin. See how well the camera stays up there and do a quick little 0 to 60. Pretty good. A lot of construction. The turnpike once you start getting down a little bit. But I'm wondering if they're gonna make it wider. If they're gonna make the turnpike wider. If you guys are still in here, I'll point it out once we get there. But hopefully I don't lose connection or anything. Driving by the Wildwood Police Department. Right. Yeah, it runs right next to the Villages. 301. This is Wildwood, the little town we're coming up on. Over this bridge. One morning I stayed at a friend's house one night. Yeah, get it. And I don't know, I'll try to point out the building. Hopefully you guys can see it. But I was going in the opposite direction. And I was like, huh, that doesn't look good. There was a like box truck that crashed into a building up here on the right. I have a photo of it. And I was like, what in the world? happened at like 7:30 in the morning or something. My guess is the guy fell asleep while he was driving. Just veered off this road and just hit the building. Hey, Jamie. Ugh. I think it's this building. Yeah, this upholstery. Is it this one? Yeah, the upholstery building right here. So if you look at the corner of that, semi like box truck just crashed into that building. We're in Wildwood right now though. Everyone thinks I drive fast. I'm going 8 over. All these big trucks are passing me. Thought that truck was gonna stop. Had his brake lights on and then he just blew through the red light. Yes, Wildwood is in Sumter County. Where I started the video was Marion County. I live in Marion County. And then it's also in Lake County. I think my grandparents live in Lake County. This might actually be Lake County. Is it? No, it is Sumter County. Sumter County Road is exactly to our left here. Which this road is such a weird intersection. Because you have to like almost drive onto the railroad tracks to turn left at that road. Huh. Streets in the villages. Oh. That would be my address because my address is obnoxiously long. Okay. How's everybody's Tuesday going? I had to think, I'm like, it's Tuesday, right? Thirsty. Yeah, it's 85 today, right now. It rained and thunderstormed earlier. I was looking, I think it's supposed to thunderstorm the next couple days. I think we have a couple days where there's no rain or thunderstorms. And then it's like the 15th or 14th through the 24th, it's supposed to thunderstorm every day. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Dry heat, it's nice for a little bit, but then it's like, whew. Once you get used to it, you're like, okay, I don't know if I want humidity or not, but you're just like, I just need air conditioning at the most, like, or at the least. Yeah, I remember when we were in Las Vegas in September that one time. It was 112 degrees outside, but it was 0% humidity. And I was like, at first I was like, this is kind of nice. I don't know why people complain about this. But then the second you're used to it, I'm like, oh, okay. I just feel like I'm just burnt to a crisp. But then you get, 90 degrees, 95 degrees, 100% humidity. And it feels like you can cut the clouds in front of you. May all your dreams come true. Love the Villages. That's what that sign said. Oh, that's... Can't do that. You don't have to drive with windows down. Overspeed. Overspeed just means I'm over 70, which is the speed limit. But we're in Florida, and no one drives 70. It does make it feel hotter. Because it feels like you've just taken a shower with your clothes on when you step outside. Golf-cart bridge. Amy's in Idaho. I didn't know it was Southwest. I don't know where. I just knew it was in Idaho. Didn't know where in Idaho. I was just thinking, I'm like, where? Well, like, looking at the shape of the state, I was thinking maybe north center. But I have no idea where the cities are. Hey, Marlene. Not headed towards St. Pete today. Going to Claremont though. How's the weather in St. Pete, Marlene? Are you getting some rain there? It was raining up here earlier. I do so much driving in Florida even. Hey Loretta. I should just go live more. Now I did, like I said in the beginning, I did get a new thing that's holding my phone up on the window, because I would go live a few other times, but the part that actually holds my phone is on my tripod inside my house, because one night I wanted to take some still photos of the moon, and then I forgot to put that part back in my car, so I got extra things for my car, and and I also had bought a cheap lens for my camera, because I'm thinking about trying to incorporate my camera into the live videos on the Melody Lane channel. So looking at different ways of changing that up. I think I'm gonna change the dream box up a little bit instead of it being glittery and shiny paper. I'm gonna try to find a better way to display the cuties. I was talking to Jamie about that. Yeah, that's funny that you say that, Dismindy, because that's kind of where I was going with that. I was like, I think I need to make a whole world for the cuties. Like, so my dad has given me his Christmas Village stuff, and that kind of is where I got the idea for it. He's like, I don't have storage for this, if you want to take it. And it's the Department 56 or whatever Village stuff. And he's got a bunch of it. Now I got to figure out a place to put all of it. But I want to put it up for Christmas. Like, I want to set it up and across from where I make videos, there's like some opening on a table. And I was like, what if I like set it up and like, instead of putting the little people out, just put little cricket cuties out. So it's their own town. But I do like the idea of having little houses, and then like you could go, Halloween style, get a little yeah, I still have the rental house. It's kind of slow in the summer months, but a lot of people ask about the winter months. The winter months you have to book quickly. They book up so fast that it's about a year in advance for the winter months. But I do believe that someone canceled in December, so there's definitely some openings. Hey, Carol. The insides of the Department 56, you definitely can't. You put like little lights on the inside of those houses. They're very detailed, the little Christmas Village stuff. But like usually you would put like people on a little ice rink, and you just put the cuties out. Take up residence at the house. I don't want to do that. I just can't. I can't risk any of them disappearing. Not saying people would take them, but you don't know. They're a little bigger than the people, I think, this windy, but I think it'll still be funny. But so I'm thinking of different things, designing different things for the cuties. Like, I made that car, and the car's not ready to be out there yet. Like, that was my first time completely cutting it out. I think I need to scale it down a little bit, and I need to tweak some stuff on it because it doesn't roll properly. Or at least take the wheels out of that project and just be able to be like, look, here's a tire. Do what you can with it, So the tire itself, I put a lot of work into. Maybe redo an entire. Maybe I'll try to design the Cybertruck or something. Oh, nice. Okay. I want to try to make a book nook. Oh yeah, that would be cool. I just gotta figure out the wheels a little better. Like, I like the shape of the wheels I did, but getting them to roll was It's like wine. Lake Ridge Winery has some good wine. And then my friend and I went to St. Augustine, and we went to the winery there. I can't remember the name of it. And we did a tasting, and I was like, this tastes just like the Lake Ridge. And the guy was like, Lake Ridge in Claremont? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, they're the same winery. This is the sister winery. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, it's the same wine, just different packaging. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But they have like the one in St. Augustine. You can buy a bottle that looks like a lighthouse. It's pretty cool. Because I was like, this tastes just like Southern Red or Sunblush. I think it was Sunblush. I'm like, this tastes like Sunblush. And the guy was like, it is Sunblush. I was like, what? I would hate to live in that town. The only reason I'd hate to live in the town Howie in the Hills is because every time you write it down, or every time you have to write down your address, you have to put Howie-in-the-hills. Like, why is that a name of a town? Howie in the Hills. Oh, nice. I don't have... They do free tastings Saturdays and Sundays at Claremont. I don't know what a membership would get me though. That sounds cool. I don't go enough for that though. So this toll is $1.45. With the Sun Pass. It's like $1.78, which is so crazy to me because Illinois is so expensive with their tolls. Like, it's wild. .3. Wait, another thing for me list. This guy has Georgia plates. Oof, that's rough. That's expensive. Yeah, if I go to Orlando like twice a week and maybe Claremont twice a week down where I'm going right now, it's like, it might be like $60 for the month. So it's really not bad. After, if you're going to Illinois, it's almost like $30 just to get up to the airport and tolls there and back. The sky looks really blue on the phone. Saw a sign for peaches. It made me think of Bowser singing Peaches. Yeah, so Gainesville is definitely a smaller airport. If you have Allegiant near you, if you have an airport that goes out of Allegiant, I would fly into Sanford. It's a much smaller airport than Orlando. But the Allegiant, yes, or Gainesville. I've only dropped people off there or picked people up there when I worked Uber in Gainesville. Also, it's a small airport. It's like similar size to Bloomington, Illinois. Very small, but it's if they have a spot for like your flight to go to, then it's great, you know. But because you're looking at, you can get to the airport 40 minutes before your flight. You'll get through security and on your plane, you know, like super quick. Maybe I don't need to be in this lane. I was only getting in that lane to get around the semi. Ooh. Yeah, I can fly out of because I wanted to go to London this whoa my guy, that is not a spot for you to turn. You don't just hit your brakes and then put your turn signal on in a straight lane. My car was beeping because it was like, hey, the guy in front of you is stopping for no apparent reason. But I was looking at flying to London this month and then going to London and then going from London to Spain because I could get a cheap airfare that way. You can fly almost anywhere in the world cheaper out of London than flying directly to that spot. So basically, my cousin's stationed in Spain in the Air Force, and I was gonna go visit him for a couple weeks. I would have a place to stay and everything, so I wouldn't worry about that. So my ticket from Fort Lauderdale, which is a journey away from where I live, but I have a family about an hour from Fort Lauderdale, so I would just drive down to their house and see if they could take me to the airport. So from Fort Lauderdale to London is only $251, and then the ticket from London to Spain has been ranging between $35 and $100. So for like $350, I could make it to Spain. But if I wanted to fly directly to Spain, it's like $700-800. So if you're okay with going to London first, maybe, like my plan was to go to London, spend a few days there because I absolutely loved London the first time I went there, and then going, but everything with my hip and my shoulder and now my back's hurting, like, you know, I got to figure out what's going on with me health-wise before I make any big type of trips or anything like that. Right here on the right, where all those little trees are lined up, that's Lake Ridge Winery. Or not trees, you know. It's the grapes. Is it grapes? Right? Every Saturday and Sunday they have like a band out there, and they have like outdoor seating, or well, you bring your own chair. And then they have like a little. Sometimes they have like some sort of dessert food truck, but they also serve food and like wine slushies during, you know, real hot months. And then they even have like a warm wine, like sangria type thing, if it's a little chilly outside. Mindy, is that the type of plate that you want to get? The one with the Disney castle on it? It just seems like a silly... It's crazy to me that a theme park has its own license plate in Florida. It's just wild. No, actually. The one I had on my other car I really liked. It was the one with it had a lighthouse on it. And it was a lighthouse with sunset. I really enjoyed that. Oh, the Manatee plate? Okay. But the one that I want to get for this car, if I still have it when it comes time, is actually the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Not even. I just like it because it's black and red and it goes with my car. I'm not even like a huge Buccaneers fan or anything. I always try to find some kind of copyright music to put on, and it's like the weirdest stuff like ever. I don't know if you guys can hear the music, but I'm like, okay, that is not the vibe I'm going for. You can see, and I guess for like a couple bucks, I don't know how much it is, maybe $15, you can go up into, you can't see it, but it's like right behind those trees right there. The Claremont Tower, and if you can see, I guess from that tower you can see the fireworks. I think that's what she said. I don't remember. Yeah. Oh, nice. That's cool. See, that makes sense on the credit card. It just seems weird for a license plate. How long does it take to charge an electric car? My sister wants to rent one on vacation, but isn't sure trouble with it. So the newer the car, the better. So my car depends on how. Okay, so if you're charging it, if the house that you're renting, or or if you're at a hotel or something, has a charging station, it's best then to just plug the car in overnight. Then you don't have to worry about it. If you go to a supercharger, it would always be good to be near a supercharger. Depends on how much driving you're going to do. You want to charge it up to 80%. So 80% is going to get you, it's going to take about, say on like my car's 2021. It takes my car from a low charge is 5 to 20%. It takes 15 to 20 minutes to get up to 80%. And then really, so after 80%, it has to trickle charge, because you can't put all that battery power, that charge voltage, into the battery at that high rate of speed, so it's a slower charge. So it depends on how much driving you're going to do, but 80% is, I'm at 59% right now, and that's 174 miles. So I would say 80% are about 220 miles. But realistically, it depends on how flat the road is, how much air conditioning you're using. So I usually cruise about 80 miles an hour, 85 on the interstate, and I get roughly 200 miles when the car calls for 320. But you have a car full of stuff, and mileage differs a lot. Now, if I have to go somewhere, there's enough superchargers, so usually I'm okay with waiting 15-20 minutes, because that's perfect amount of time to get out of the car. I have to, because I had a blood clot when I was younger, so I have to actually get out of the car every 3.5 hours to stretch my legs and everything, because I got a blood clot sitting in the car too long. But it depends. There's a lot of different things that go into it. And then if you're going to California, I would say 100% get a electric car for a rental car, because it costs pennies on what it costs to actually fill up your car with gas. Because when I was in California in the beginning of June, I talked to a guy out there. I was like, hey, you know, what's it cost to charge your car? And he's like, on the most, it's like 32 cents per kilowatt hour. And this car has 75 kilowatt hours in it. So 32 cents times 75 kilowatt hours times 75 is a number that I don't know, but it's not much. And gas was $7.39 a gallon in LA. So there's the Citrus Tower that I was talking about too. But I do need to end the video now, because I am about to go to pull up at my friend's house, and I don't want to show everybody you're next to me. Oh. Well done. Hello, Isabella. I don't know where you are, but I'm gonna go to keep the privacy of my friend's house. So toodles, everyone, and that could be another video. I will talk about the charging and everything with the electric car.